I don't know, okay? I just felt the need to turn on the camera and start recording. This is grape juice. There is no alcohol in this glass. But if there were alcohol in this glass, I would deserve the alcohol in this glass. No, this talking to the camera thing was what I wanted to do to begin with the channel. Talk about daily life stuff and etc. But then I realized that most of my audience is from America, and I'm not from America, and I've never been in America. So I couldn't talk about daily life stuff because we have very different daily lives. You will never understand what is being on PMS and want to stuff your face with brigadeiro and doce de leite. You don't have that there. Which, by the way, it's really sad, but it's nothing better than being on PMS/period and stuffing your face with the chocolate goodness that is brigadeiro. Maybe you can find it in Brazilian stores, but it will never be the same as making in a pan and eating it with the wooden spoon. I guess PMS is something everybody can relate. But you people who don't get periods, you're welcome to say, okay? It's just a conversation. If I was going to talk about how getting kicked in the nuts hurts more than menstrual cramps, you'd stay, right? Well, I'm not getting into that discussion because it's a stupid discussion. There is just no way to know what getting kicked in the balls feels like. The closest thing that I have to balls is my boobs. But even if they were as near as sensitive as balls seems to be, I'd be in really big trouble. I guess maybe trans men could tell us, but I don't know if we reach the technology of pain in the nut. And even if there is, there's just no right answer. Because people have different intensities and it gets different a long time. When I started getting my periods, I didn't have a single pain, like nothing. It was paradise and I didn't know it. Whoop, I kept my tripod. This is starting to kick in. The grape juice is starting to kick in. Things like that. I'm not in a good mood. Ergo, the grape juice. Now, years later that I got my first period, I was going to the hospital every single month because of the pain, because that pain was making me unable to eat because I threw up everything that I ate because of the pain. Now everything is kind of fine. It still hurts like a bitch, like the worst bitch that ever existed in the face of the earth. But now I don't have to go to the hospital every single time. I'm gonna give you an example how hard my menstrual cramps hit me. And this is the case that basically I used all my life's luck. That's why nothing's going right, because I used every luck that I had on that day. I was getting back from school and on my period. The first day is when it's the flood, it's the pain, it's everything that's wrong to be, in those first 2 days. And I was just walking home, hurrying to get to work because after class I had like a 2 hours spare until I got into my part-time job, and it hit me. You know when it's that poke, it's like the devil's nail in your uterus. And I just stopped and started to see blank spots/black spots. I don't remember what I saw, but I just know it wasn't the steps in front of me. And I realized if I take one more step, I will faint. So I just took off my backpack and sit in the middle of the street. Luckily, my school is not far from my house. I walked there. And 2 guys from the school was coming back. They were coming back. I'm lost in my plurals. What are you doing to me? They saw that I was bad because I was crying. I was probably blanker than I already am. They say, "Hey, are you alright?" I said, because that's what I'm able to say. Do you want us to take you home? No, I live near here. I was able to mumble something about living near, and they both like lift me on their arms. One took my backpack and were helping me to walk to my house. And I've never seen those guys before. This was like 16/17 years that was in my high school. And they were carrying me home, like into the doors of my house. Guys that I've never seen before in my entire life. And even a car that saw me fall into the ground, this car stopped and say, hey, is everything alright? Do you want to ride? I say, hey, no, there's already too many men that I don't know involved in this. I'm fine as long as I don't lose the support. So they walked me to my house, to the doors of my house. They opened the door to my house because that's how weak I was. I got in and that was it. I never saw them before. They didn't do anything with me. If you're a girl or you understand the situation, you know that there was a really close one. A lot of things could have happened there. I literally could have died there because of my cramps. I'm gonna get more of these. You know, so that's why I definitely understand and sometimes am really angry when people who don't menstruate say that getting kicked in nuts it's worse, because you don't know that. Pain is all we have. You want to take away that too? I'm not satisfied with, I don't know, the rest of the world, and I say that because it's usually men. And you know, if you want to know, there is a lot of menstrual cramps simulators, and if you want to know the answer, go ahead, try, be my guest. Besides, you guys always forget the little toppings of our cramps dessert. You get the blood, you get hormones, you get the piece of toxic cotton inside of you, or another layer on your underwear, making you a really angry, pissed off, hormonal lasagna. Not to mention back pain, headache, and this fear, this panic of not knowing when a cramp will hit. Imagine knowing you will get kicked in the balls, but you have no idea when, and you have no idea how hard, but you know it's gonna go.
So wait, you say you were going into that discussion, but you are defending people who menstruate.
Of course I am. I went to the hospital for like a year, every single month, to get medicated in the vein because I wasn't able to take a medicine because I was hurt because of my pain. You get kicked in the balls in like what, 6 or 7 times a year at most. We get blood and cramps every single month for like every year until it stops. That's when you're not like me, who happen to have those cramps even before the blood gets there. So I'm sorry if I'm biased, okay? Because even if a kick in the nuts, it's more hurtful, there's just no way you're in more pain. But if you keep pissing off a hormonal, in pain, angry corpse filled with layers lasagna, we will make you feel the pain you so proudly say you have in your bad looking balls. Which, by the way, I mean, nothing against it, but that shit's ugly. Shit's really ugly. Good talk though, huh? Okay, I think I'm done. This thing is starting to hit. I'm starting to get real sleepy, and I'll probably my accent is thicker. I'm losing my English, which is already isn't that good. This is the random stuff. We don't have these often, but maybe we will. Get your glass of wine if you can, if you're allowed in your country. I'm 21, I'm allowed in your country any night, which the age is 16. No, it's 18. I said it, this is starting to hit. So I will see you next time. Go, see my channel in the other videos. And maybe I'll come back